Summer normally means having fun, goofing off, going to the beach, if you're not in Ohio. But what? This semester is going to be different because we're gonna be together learning how to write. Yay! Don't worry, I'm here to tell you what's gonna happen. Before we do anything else, we have to recognize that we've just been through one of the weirdest years in history. Yeah, we've dealt with COVID, and we have dealt with a number of protests, some very legitimate and sensible, and some that maybe kinda got a little bit out of hand. So, if you're anything like me, you probably have a little bit on your mind, and you're probably a little bit stressed. God knows I am. I wanted to get this out of the way at the beginning, because if you have issues, if things are coming hard for you, if you're experiencing way too much stress, I perfectly understand that. Please talk to me before you do anything else, though. I can make allowances for people who talk to me. If you don't let me know what's going on, there's very little I can do. Onward. First thing you need to know is that this is a distance learning class, which means the entire thing is going to be done online. We're not going to meet. Everything is up there on Blackboard. Blackboard is the computing class management software that we use at University of Toledo. Many of you have probably used it at some point in your school career. If you haven't, don't worry, because we have people who can help you. Information technology is amongst the tops of these. They're able to do a whole lot of things for you. They have a help desk that you can talk to if you're having problems with your computers. They have IT security. They have a bunch of frequently asked questions. Through IT, you have access to Microsoft 365. Microsoft 365 is free for you. Online versions of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and so on and so forth. And that's also where they do the university email. If you don't know how to do something, information technology has a large series of student guides and documentation. One on Blackboard, a Blackboard Collaborate, which you might use later on, and other things. The second thing about our class is we're going to be using a textbook called 50 Essays, a portable anthology. The best thing about this textbook, well, it has a lot of good articles. It has some really exciting and interesting things in it. We're going to be reading some classics, some things you just wouldn't expect. The best thing about it, though, it lists for $25. You're not going to find too many cheap textbooks as you go through college, and having one that's pretty damn affordable, $25 new, you can probably rent it or get a used copy for much, much less. Get it as soon as you can. They should have copies of it at the bookstore. Amazon should be able to get it to you really quickly, because we got 2 readings each week from this. So you're going to need it. I'm going to put PDFs of the first couple articles up in case you experience a slight delay in getting your stuff, but you want to get this book. Since we're going to be using Blackboard for everything, and since summer classes are little different, I thought I was going to give you early access to the class. So I'm going to get you in here early so you can poke around, look at stuff. This is going to be vital because as it's a summer semester, we move pretty fast. One could even say we move fast and that's right, furious. Anyway. When you get onto our Blackboard site, you'll see something that looks sort of like this. You'll notice the course menu on the left. It will tell you what's due over on the right. There's a lot of good, valuable stuff here. But the things I want to draw your attention to first and foremost. Course Documents, the second link on the course menu over there, is going to take you to a page which has all of your Course documents, that's right. And the ones that are of particular notice here are the syllabus and the major assignment sheets. These are ones you want to get as soon as possible. Print them off, download them, save a copy on a flash drive or on your computer. They spell out everything we are going to be doing throughout the entire semester. There are a number of other things I put up here. In further material, I've got guides to Word, Office 365, Google Documents, a bunch of stuff about research, proofreading checklist, and such. So it's worth looking at this, but you definitely need to, this time around, get the syllabus, get the major assignment sheet. The next thing you need to look at on Blackboard is how we're going to do our communication. I have for the last year been using Remind. For those of you who don't know, Remind is a school-based communication app. You can get the app for your phone through Google Play. It's on the App Store. You can go to their website and do everything here. They can text you information. You can do two-way communication. You can get all your communication done via email here if you'd prefer that for whatever reason. In the syllabus, I spell out exactly how to sign up for our Remind section. This is how I'm going to be doing all communication. Like you, I have my phone with me all the time, so I'll be able to get back to you really quickly. I'm happy to take stuff via email, but I don't check my email all that often. I check Remind constantly because it buzzes at me. Back to the main page. After you get signed up for Remind, after you look at your syllabus and your course schedule, I want you to start poking around assignments and materials because this is where you're going to be getting a lot of the materials and turning in a lot of assignments. It's like I chose that name on purpose. When you click on it, it's broken down into our 6-week sections. And because we're moving fast and, as we said, furiously, I have had to, in order to pace ourselves better, divide up each of the weeks into 2 sections. You'll have one where work is due at midnight on Wednesday, and you'll have a second section where work will be due on Saturday at midnight. When you click on one of those, you get a screen that looks something like this. The links are color-coded. If you see something that's in blue, like the syllabus quiz here, that's some work you have to have done by the due deadline. In this case, 5/19, Wednesday, midnight. If you see something that's linked in red, that's something you have to read or watch. For what we'd normally have as lecture talk sessions, I've decided that instead of having a talking head or hearing my voice blasting at you constantly, I do YouTube videos for the most part. I like the videos because I can make them slightly more interesting than if I was just talking to you. I can include some images. I can make it look a little bit snazzy. I will have MP3s of the audio to each and every one of these, though. So if you want to listen to the lectures while you're driving or going for a jog or whatever, you're perfectly free to do so. Once again, though, we're moving fast and furious, so however you go about this stuff, the deadlines are there. We have a deadline coming up on the first Wednesday of the semester, so make sure you stay up to date, and if anything happens, let me know, please. And I think this is going to be enough to get us going. Remember, get onto Blackboard and look around. Print off and read the syllabus because, well, for many reasons, but there's a syllabus quiz due Wednesday, and you can use the syllabus for it, but you gotta have the syllabus. Look around, make sure you know what you're going to be doing for at least the first half of the week, and the sooner you know that, the better off you're gonna be. I'm gonna try to put a weekly video up giving whatever announcements I have, whatever questions need to be answered, or something like that. If you have something specific, please do get me via Remind. Register for Remind right away. We got the semester starting up soon. I think it's going to be a good one. It's going to move fast and furious, but we can do it. I'm here to help you if you need me. Just let me know. Take care. I'll see you in week 1. Bye.